Objects in motion tend to stay in motion, and I think human beings are the exact same way. Oftentimes, it's easiest to just keep doing what you're already doing. And that idea around momentum and just keeping on is so powerful if you realize all it takes is not stopping, not slowing down, not taking your foot off the gas, because it's so much easier to keep going once you're already going. This applies in so many areas of life, and I'm constantly reminded each and every day when I stay on task, when I stay focused, when I just keep chipping away, keep doing the thing, it's so much easier to keep doing it. One of the biggest hacks you'll see around cleaning is just to start, whether it's your room, your house, your car, whatever it is. The moment you start cleaning, it's pretty easy to keep cleaning. But just the idea, getting over that initial hurdle, building that initial momentum is so hard for so many people that they just don't do it at all. Same is true of dieting, working out, exercise, working, staying productive, being efficient, doing your job. It's a lot easier to keep going when you're already moving and you're already in the zone. It's as simple as that. And knowing that and being mindful of it helps you so much, because when you just realize, oh, as long as I keep going just a little bit, it actually makes everything easier in the future. The moment you stop, the moment you pause, the moment you rest, unfortunately, that can set you back quite a bit because it's that much harder to get going again. You look at YouTube channels. I'm certainly guilty of this. The moment I stop doing YouTube content, well, it's pretty easy to just stop altogether, to just not do it anymore because I don't know, I stopped. Okay, well, I'll take a break for a day, for a week, for a month, for a year, for 2 years. And then picking it back up again, getting going again is so much harder than it is if you're just doing it kind of every day, every week, whatever your schedule is, whatever your routine is. And don't hear me wrong. A lot of times when I say stuff like this, or when I'm talking about these types of concepts, people always want to flip to the opposite, to be contrarian, to be argumentative, to be combative, whatever it is. But when you say stuff like this, people will hear, oh, so I'm just supposed to work all the time. I'm just not supposed to take breaks. I'm just never supposed to have a vacation, never rest. Of course not. You should definitely find balance in your life. I'm not asking you to be a workaholic or to go all in 100% and you have to become the persona of the person who just is always cleaning or always working out or always doing whatever it is. It's all in balance, all in moderation, as healthy living, healthy lifestyles, healthy productivity often is. It's always in balance. But it's the idea of if you stop, know that you're starting the pattern of stopping and not continuing to work. And you might think, well, that's not that big of a deal. Who cares? Whatever, it's fine. And yet so much of our efficiency, productivity comes from just keeping going. It's interesting. I don't know why it works out this way, but it's almost like 5% effort, just like maintaining, just keeping going, is almost more valuable than like taking a pause to then have to start up again 100%. I don't know why, just mentally that's the way I am. It's always easier just to keep going, to keep doing the thing. Once I start, oh, it's effortless to continue doing it. I have that momentum. I have that speed. I have that inertia moving me in the direction I'm headed. Whereas it's almost harder if I stop, if I pause, if I rest, if I take a break, because then getting going again is like 10 times more challenging. I don't know. It's almost easier to keep going, if that makes any sense. From a mental health, from a peace, from a standpoint of feeling relaxed, feeling like, oh, this is no big deal. It's kind of easy. It's when I neglect, when I procrastinate, that's when I start building up the mental stress and the problem of feeling overwhelmed and anxious a little bit, because now it feels like such a daunting, big task ahead of me, whatever it might be. I don't know. It's just every part of my life. It's always been that way. And I see it constantly in life around me all the time. Those moments of stopping and then it feeling like it's so much harder to get going again happens all the time. And so I wanted to put together a video just to encourage you, be mindful of it, be aware that whatever it is in life, whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to produce and be efficient and work, all the stuff that we always talk about, just doing it, which I've also talked about quite a bit, builds that momentum, builds that pattern of progress, of consistency, of moving forward, that inertia, that momentum that carries you to the next hour to the next day, to the next week, to the next month, whatever it is, that progress, that journey, moving forward, just getting started, just doing it even a little bit, even 10% effort. It doesn't have to be, work your hardest all day, every day, always be, grinding and that kind of hustle mentality and culture. And all the videos are like, oh, you always got to be working. You always got to 110%. No, it's actually kind of easier than that. It's like, just give 20% consistently, just give 50% consistently, and you'll actually get further ahead. You'll make more progress than trying to do 110%, feeling burnt out, and then needing to take the break. And now you're taking time off and then getting back into it feels like you've got to give 110% again. And now you've got to like overcome that mental weight of getting past that first barrier. It's very difficult, very challenging to live your life that way, to work on projects that way, to build whatever it is you're trying to build or accomplish in life, doing that approach. All or nothing, all or nothing, all or nothing. Very chaotic, very frustrating. And meanwhile, you could just be kind of consistently doing your work, doing your job, keeping it going, chipping away at it. You don't have to get everything done in a day. You don't have to rush. You don't have to work hard, but it's just keep doing it. Keep that momentum, keep that pace up. And it's easier to keep going. It's just the way it works. And it's so fascinating to me that our brains work that way, because you would think, oh, you need to take a break to recover, to rest. Well, yeah, if you're giving 110%, but if everything's kind of more or less like easy and you're just doing it because it's part of the process, I don't know, I go back to cleaning and thinking of like, if you don't clean, it's very difficult to do like a full day, a full week, whatever kind of crazy, think of like a hoarder house or just something that's just overwhelmingly dirty. That's hard to build up the effort to clean. That's a difficult task ahead of you. That's hard work. Whereas if you just kind of clean each and every day, little by little, job by job, it's almost passive. It's almost routine. It's just simple. There's nothing holding you back because every task is so basic. That's kind of the way I look at everything in life. If you chip away at it little by little and just keep going, it's very easy to keep going. It's the moment you stop, it's the moment you take your foot off the gas and you go down to zero, that all of a sudden now it becomes that much more difficult to start again. And so if you know that about yourself, maybe you're different, maybe you're the same. I don't really know who you are and where you're at and what you're trying to do. But if you just know that and you realize it and you say, oh, okay, well, I can just do a little bit of effort to just keep going, and it actually makes it easier. That's the relief. That's the benefit. That's the upside, is that just by doing it actually makes it easier than feeling like you need to work really hard and try really hard. And then, okay, now I need to take a break and I need to stop. That's just going to build a pattern of stopping and making it more difficult for yourself in the future. So whatever it is, wherever you're at, whatever you're trying to do, just keep that in mind, because there's a lot of power in that mindset of just keeping going. Even if it's a little bit, just keep going and it will be easier.